Jonathan, you are a 5 handicap, which means you do a lot of things really well in your golf swing. Okay, it starts with your setup position. Your posture looks really good. Bend over at the waist looks really good. Your hands are dangling naturally underneath of your shoulders. You have a decent amount of space between your hands and your body. You have a decent amount of knee bend here. Overall, really solid stuff. You can even see a little bit of your lead arm here on top of your trail arm. That tells us that you have a softer trail arm and the proper amount of tilt away from the target. Now, diving into your backswing, what you're going to see is you do a really good job of keeping your hands working inside and around the turning of your hips and the turning of your body. However, the club head is staying just a little bit underneath of the plane. Now, the camera is a little close here. It's not as bad as it looks, but it's still a little bit too low. And that is going to cause you to get too shallow or flat halfway back where the shaft looks outside the golf ball. Now, as you get up to the top of your swing and transition with a shallow shaft halfway back, you're going to want to come down and steepen the shaft where now the shaft looks inside of the golf ball. Now, most higher handicappers here, Jonathan, would continue to release and rotate or early extend and drop the club onto the plane very late. What you tend to do is actually one of the best compensations that I would say there is. Okay, you keep your lower body rather quiet as you drop your hands and arms down in front of your body, and you stay very patient, which is really, really good, which is why you're a 5 handicap, not a 12, right? And so you do drop the club a little bit later onto the original plane. However, it's a pretty solid compensation to make, and you do a really good job of releasing and rotating through. Okay, so if there's anything that we could work on, though, to optimize what you're doing, I want you to get this backswing in order. And I want you to get you shallower earlier. That's going to promote us the ability to release and rotate down the plane and around the arc a little bit better. Okay, so what I want you to do is put an alignment stick down the club shaft. I want you to run the alignment stick down your lead leg. Right now, you'd kind of point that alignment stick out toward the target. Halfway back, that alignment stick would point inside the golf ball instead of too shallow or flat. Okay, that's going to help the shaft's momentum and transition want to shallow coming down. But if you did want to continue to use that alignment stick, you could come down and instead of pointing it inside the ball, you would ideally point it outside of the golf ball. Okay, right now you're coming down a little bit steeper. Ideally, we are getting back down onto the original plane a little bit sooner.